Jamaicans from the deaf community were left on the sidelines Saturday night when the first national election debate got underway without a sign language interpreter. Disability advocates warn this oversight disregards the voices and the rights of roughly 15% of citizens living with hearing loss. Here is more from Nika Lewis.
Unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond our control, there will be no interpretation for the deaf and hearing impaired.
Jamaicans from the deaf community were without the expected guiding hands Saturday night as the first of 3 national debates got underway ahead of the general elections. But despite the declaration of situations beyond their control, the absence of a signing expert didn't sit well with some advocates in the disabilities community. Zante Thomas, founder and executive director of Sign Clubs of Jamaica, shared concerns.
It's clear that there were some, behind-the-scenes issues. However, despite all the issues that would have occurred, we know one thing for sure, that thousands of deaf Jamaicans weren't able to watch the debates, unfortunately. And as a youth association geared towards advocating for the deaf, we thought that it was pertinent that we shared our views on the situation, especially because many Jamaicans, both deaf and hard of hearing and hearing, felt that the explanation given wasn't sufficient. Generally speaking, it's essential to hire qualified interpreters with knowledge of specific jargons for the context and situation. Not every interpreter is qualified for context like these.
She's urging Jamaicans to pay attention to the needs of the differently abled community. Thomas was not alone. Jamaica's first blind parliamentarian, Professor Floyd Morris, who also heads the Center for Disabilities at the UWI-MONA, says it was unfortunate and should not happen in future. He reminds that some 15% of the population are members of the special needs community and ought to be considered not just for their vote, but their interest.
I don't know if they had triggered the closed captioning on the television screens, because that could have assisted in the process as well, so that, if they are not able to understand what is taking place via signing, they would be able to see the writing and get an indication as to what is being said. So it is very unfortunate, and I am calling upon the National Debating Commission to make sure that they remedy the problem forthwith for the remainder of the debates.
The Jamaica Debates Commission apologized for the absence and promised to have a sign language interpreter for the remaining 2 debates on the economy set for August 26 and the leadership debate set for August 28. Nika Lewis, CVM News.